Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Product Chronicles. I'm Alex and today we're shifting out focus to the incredible journey of Wikipedia's interface evolution. Now, when we think of Wikipedia, we often just see it as a go-to source for information, but there is much more behind its design history. From its early days as a simple text-heavy website to the more streamlined, user-friendly platform we know today, Wikipedia has made some fascinating product management decisions that have helped it become one of the most visited sites in the world. In this video, we'll dive into the thought process behind those changes, how Wikipedia balanced its open editing model with the need for reliability and trust, how it improved usability for a global audience, and how it maintained its core mission of providing free knowledge while adapting to new technologies. Whether you are a product enthusiast, a design geek, or just someone who loves using Wikipedia, this episode is for you. So grab a coffee and let's unpack the story behind one of the most iconic platforms on the internet. Okay, let's take a step back in time to the very beginning of Wikipedia's journey, back when the screenshot was taken in 2001. What you are seeing here is a raw, unpolished version of what would become one of the most comprehensive sources of information in human history, and that simplicity, it's not just a sign of the times, but a deliberate product decision. When you look at this interface, it might seem bare bones by today's standards, but think about the challenges they were facing. The early 2000s was a time when most websites were text-heavy with dial-up internet connections, making anything beyond basic HTML and minimal images a luxury. Wikipedia's founders knew they had to keep things lightweight and accessible. The choice to use plain links for navigation, a list of categories without flashy images, and the absence of ads or distractions all point to a focus on functionality and inclusivity over aesthetics. Every single line of text on this page has a purpose. The prominent homepage, recent changes, and random pages links at the top emphasizes exploration and contribution. These are not just navigation tools, they are an invitation to participate, to edit, to create. This isn't a closed garden but a collaborative project, which is a core value that Wikipedia has maintained to this day. Notice the layout. It's structured almost like an academic syllabus with categories neatly divided into broad knowledge areas like philosophy, mathematics, and natural science or social sciences. This isn't accidental, it reflects Wikipedia's ambition to map out human knowledge in an organized way, much like an old-school encyclopedia would. The absence of multimedia elements is a key decision too. Instead of relying on images or videos, Wikipedia at this stage is purely about text and hyperlinks. This ensures that it's accessible even to those with the slowest internet connections or using outdated devices, a nod to the inclusivity that's part of Wikipedia's mission from day one. But there is more. The message at the top, "You can edit this page right now," sets the tone for the entire project. Wikipedia isn't just a source of information, it's a living, breathing entity that involves with its users. This open invitation to edit was radical at the time and speaks to the trust in the community, a trust that would be crucial to its growth. As we step into this iteration of Wikipedia dated around 2003, it's clear that the platform has matured significantly from its initial days. The interface, while still minimalistic, shows the product management decisions focused on both expanding accessibility and enhancing usability. The first thing that stands out is the central column layout. This was a strategic choice ensuring that the core content categories like philosophy, mathematics, natural science, and social sciences are immediately visible. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's a functional decision to guide users intuitively toward the wealth of knowledge available on the platform. Now let's talk about the horizontal toolbar, which includes links to different language versions. This is a nod to Wikipedia's expanding global reach and commitment to inclusivity. Back in 2003, the platform was already working on over 11,000 articles, and this multilingual capability was a testament to Wikipedia's ambition to be a truly global repository of knowledge. The left-hand navigation pane listing links like main page, recent changes, and random page is another crucial element. It reflects the early recognition of the need for user engagement and content discovery. By prominently featuring these links, Wikipedia was encouraging users to not just consume content but to explore and contribute to the platform. Moving on, the central content block is dedicated to selected articles and writing articles. This section serves a dual purpose, showcasing high-quality content and inviting users to participate in the creation process. It's a brilliant way of promoting the core community-driven aspect of Wikipedia right on the homepage. You see, Wikipedia wasn't just a passive encyclopedia, it was an invitation to join a movement. The links under writing articles like Policy and Guide to Layout and Style are evidence of Wikipedia's efforts to maintain quality and consistency in a rapidly growing user-contributed platform. The In Other Languages section further down speaks to the product's evolution towards scalability. This combined with the left-hand menu links to discuss this page and related changes suggests that by 2003 Wikipedia was more than just a collection of articles. It had become a thriving community space where discussions and iterative improvements were key to its growth. By presenting an accessible and organized layout, Wikipedia was able to scale its content and user base effectively. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes simplicity and clarity are the best tools for managing a growing product. And with this, Wikipedia set the stage for the explosion of growth that would follow in the years to come. Okay, let's continue to this next step in the evolution of Wikipedia's interface, and this one really shows how product decisions can start shaping not just the design but the overall user experience in a more cohesive way. Now take a look at what's happening here. Compared to the previous versions, there is a noticeable shift towards a cleaner, more structured layout. The main page has more breathing room. It's like the team behind it realized that with all the information they were trying to present, clarity was paramount. The featured content in the center immediately grabs your attention. We have today's featured articles and look at how prominently it's displayed, almost like a digital newspaper's front page. This choice highlights what's new and interesting, setting a tone that says, hey, we are not just a static encyclopedia, we are current, we are relevant. Now to the right, you see sections like In the News and Did You Know? This was a clever product decision to create a sense of timelessness and curiosity. It encourages users to explore and discover new content in a way that's engaging and not overwhelming. It's the kind of thing that hooks people, makes them think, wow, I didn't know that, what else is on here? And check out how they have handled a language selection at the bottom. They have segmented it by the number of articles in each language, which not only helps users find their preferred language more easily, but also subtly promotes the idea that Wikipedia is a growing global project. It's a way of saying, look at how expansive we are. There is also an expansion in the category schemes with more specific breakdowns for different fields of knowledge. This is a direct response to user needs. As the encyclopedia grows, the way it's organized must evolve too. It's about making sure that users don't just have access to information but can also find it without friction. One of the standout elements is the invitation to start a new article or edit this page. It's like they are saying, you are not just a passive reader, you are a contributor, you belong here. This interface reflects a growing maturity in how Wikipedia sees itself and its audience. It's not just about housing knowledge anymore, it's about guiding users to interact with that knowledge in a meaningful way. It's clear they are starting to think about engagement and retention, not just acquisition, and that's a huge leap in product thinking. You can almost feel the team iterating, learning from user behavior and making thoughtful adjustments to improve the overall experience. This version tells us they are no longer just experimenting, they are starting to build with intent, with purpose. And that right there is the sign of a product that's starting to understand what it needs to be for its users. So let's proceed to this version of Wikipedia from a product management perspective. The year is 2005 and Wikipedia is no longer a niche project, it's a global phenomenon. The user interface has matured significantly, reflecting both the growth of the platform and the increasing diversity of its audience. At the top, we see a banner about donations. This is a crucial strategic element. Wikipedia is now a household name, but it's still a non-profit. This banner placement is both a reminder and a call to action, making users aware that they can support a platform they like, rely on it daily. Now let's talk about the content area. It's divided into clear, digestible sections. Today's featured article, in the news, and did you know? These are not just random choices. Each section serves a specific purpose. The featured article highlights the quality content, essentially setting a benchmark for what good looks like on Wikipedia. In the news, ties Wikipedia's vast database to current events, making it immediately relevant. This is a key product decision because it keeps the content fresh and top of mind. People visit Wikipedia not just for historical facts, but also to contextualize current events. The overall color palette has shifted slightly to be more subdued, focusing on usability. The beige highlight for the donation banner, for example, ensures it stands out without clashing with the main content. It's a delicate balance. Product management here is about making conscious design choices that prioritize user experience while aligning with the platform's values and goals. Another subtle but significant change is the addition of the map in the news section. This visual cue helps to break the monotone of text and gives users a geographical anchor. This decision acknowledges that as Wikipedia's audience grows, so does the diversity of their informational needs. A map provides a quick reference point, enhancing the user's ability to comprehend global events. And here is the kicker, a visible shift toward localization. Just below the main navigation there is a call out to the number of articles, now over 800,000, and the interface is beginning to adapt for multilingual support. It's a clear signal that Wikipedia is not just an English project, it's a global one. This is a pivotal product decision, recognizing that for Wikipedia to truly be the sum of all human knowledge, it needs to be accessible to all humans, not just English speakers. In summary, this version of Wikipedia is all about refinement and user-centric design. It's about guiding the user through a wealth of information in a way that feels natural and intuitive, while subtly encouraging participation, whether through editing or donations. Every element, every feature is carefully thought out, reflecting a platform that's growing up without losing its core values. Let's continue into this one. When we look at this Wikipedia screenshot, we immediately notice the familiar minimalistic approach that Wikipedia has always been known for. Yet in this version, the layout has become more structured and user-friendly compared to earlier iterations. Now, what's driving that change? Well, think about Wikipedia's core mission: accessibility and ease of contribution for users around the globe. As a product, Wikipedia needed to evolve without overwhelming people with flashy design or unnecessary features, and this page delivers just that. You have the content section, an iconic piece in Wikipedia's design strategy, standing tall at the center. The contents box on the biology page allows users to jump directly to specific sections with ease, respecting the principle of time-saving navigation. If you look at the left-hand side, the navigation bar remains steady across pages. Main page, community portal, current events, these aren't just navigation options. They are Wikipedia's core way of reminding users that this platform is alive, interactive, and community-driven. These are critical entry points for those who want to contribute, discuss, or even edit, fulfilling that core mission of open collaboration. Another interesting design decision is the donation banner at the top. The prominence of this call to action reflects their shift toward ensuring sustainability while keeping the user interface minimal. It's a clever move because without breaking the user flow, it still draws attention subtly. The Edit this page button sitting at the top is a cornerstone of the product. Part of the democratization of knowledge that Wikipedia represents. It's always present, nudging the user gently, saying, "You too can contribute." This is more than just an interface decision, it's product philosophy in action. And here is something else. Look at how the page balances static content with dynamic features. You've got content that's constant, like biological phenomena or branches of biology, but then there is room for users to interact by editing. This design language has changed from older versions where navigation wasn't as sleek or immediate. Finally, the page does an excellent job at respecting the visual hierarchy. The title Biology is bold, clear, and exactly where your eyes land. It's instantly engaging and informative, no fuss, just functionality. In product terms, this is the result of understanding user behavior and habits, all while maintaining the brand's integrity. The team at Wikipedia likely knew they couldn't add frills or too much visual complexity. Users expect content quickly and without friction. That's what makes this design so timeless yet forward-thinking at the same time. Now, what immediately stands out when you look at this iteration of the Wikipedia homepage is its clean, purposeful simplicity, but don't mistake simplicity for a lack of depth or intent. Each element is designed with a purpose and product decisions are evident when you break it down. Let's look at why this page looks the way it does. Right at the top, you've got a familiar minimalist navigation, no flashy visuals, just clean text links to critical areas like article, talk, and read. There is a reason for that. Think about Wikipedia's mission to democratize information and knowledge for everyone. This design choice reflects the product's ethos. The priority here isn't engagement through eye-catching elements. It's utility, accessibility, and low cognitive load. You are not meant to be distracted, you are meant to learn. And that's a profound product decision because it's rooted in user behavior. Wikipedia users aren't browsing for entertainment, they are often on a mission to learn something specific. Every pixel on the screen supports that mission. The left sidebar remains pretty much consistent with previous versions we have seen, a compact menu that grants immediate access to critical parts of the site. But here is the subtle brilliance. These options aren't overwhelming. It's a careful curation. You see main page contents, current events, random articles. Why this? Because they capture the vast range of user intents. Some users come to Wikipedia with a specific topic in mind, others want to explore random knowledge, and still others are tracking current world events. This menu design ensures that no matter your purpose, you've got an entry point. It's an intentional product design and it's best, concise yet covering multiple user personas. Now let's talk about the center, the heart of the page, the today's featured article section. Again, we see that classic Wikipedia balance of depth and approachability. You got a detailed article summary that appeals to the curious reader. But notice something, it's not overwhelming, there is no excessive scrolling required to grasp the content. This is an intentional decision to make Wikipedia feel digestible even when the topics are complex. The article summaries serve both as a teaser and a gateway, gently nudging users into deeper learning without scaring them away with a wall of text. To the right, you've got the In the News and On This Day sections. Now, these sections are interesting from a product management perspective. They are a form of dynamic content that refreshes regularly, providing users with topical, time-sensitive information. This keeps Wikipedia feeling current and alive, but why is this critical? Well, from a product standpoint, it's about retention and relevance. Even if a user didn't come to Wikipedia looking for news or history, these sections give them a reason to linger, maybe even return tomorrow. It's a subtle way of enhancing engagement without ever feeling pushy. Lastly, we have the overall design aesthetic. The light blue and gray tones, the soft shadows around the sections, and the restrained use of imagery are all clues to a product decision prioritizing readability and focus. The first thing you'll notice right away is that this version of the Wikipedia page has matured. It's a significant evolution in both function and form. So what's different? Why does it look this way? What product decisions led to these changes? Let's start with the design philosophy. Look at how navigation panel on the left and the content panel in the middle have become more defined. We've got this clear separation between the sections. Navigation on the left, interaction tools below it, and then the content right in the middle. It feels intuitive, doesn't it? That's because it reflects one of the core principles of great product design, giving users a clear path. You want to guide them, but not overload them. Here it's about giving users the information they need without distracting them. You can tell the product team has refined the interface to reflect user feedback over time. Now take a closer look at the content structure itself. The table of contents is compact but detailed. This is smart. Why? Because users don't want to endlessly scroll through information anymore. They want easy access to it broken into digestible chunks. The addition of hyperlinks and the hide feature for the table of contents add an extra layer of usability. What we're seeing is an evolution towards a more personalized dynamic user experience. Users can choose how much or how little information they want to see at a glance. That's a powerful move because it aligns with the Wikipedia's mission to be user-driven. Then there is the imagery on the right. In previous versions of Wikipedia, the pages were often text-heavy, which could be overwhelming, especially for users who are more visually inclined. Adding these images isn't just a visual upgrade, it's a product decision aimed at increasing engagement and retention. Images break the monotony of text and draw the eye, encouraging users to stay on the page longer. Again, a subtle shift, but impactful. Think of the biology page's specific structure. The subject of biology is immense, and you can see the product decisions aiming to make that complexity manageable. The choice of links, the way sections like Foundations of Modern Biology are highlighted, indicates a deliberate decision to highlight the foundational aspects first. It's prioritizing information for a user who might just be getting into this subject but still accommodates experts with in-depth content like the experimental biology section. And now we get to the search function. This is not just a search box, this is a strategic interface element. Users on Wikipedia often come in through search, and the developers know this. Look at its positioning, it's front and center, not hidden somewhere in the margins. What does it tell us? That the product team recognized that Wikipedia is less of a website for browsing and more of a tool for finding specific knowledge. The prominence of this search function reflects that shift in user behavior. And one last note, look at the edit options on top. This element isn't new, but the way it's presented here feels different. It's smaller, more integrated into the page, signaling a shift in how Wikipedia is balancing its dual identity, both as a knowledge repository and a collaborative platform. In earlier designs, this call to action might have been more prominent, but here it's quietly reinforcing the platform's openness to contributions without distracting users from the main content. In conclusion, this version of Wikipedia represents a more refined product that's learning into personalization, accessibility, and clarity. It's a platform designed with user intent in mind, whether you are here to learn something new or dig deep into a specific topic. Let's take a moment to look back at the oldest and most modern Wikipedia interfaces side by side. This comparison isn't just a journey through web design, it's a reflection of how product evolution mirrors user needs, scaling infrastructure and clarity in communication. If you were to only glance at these two interfaces, it would be tempting to say, wow, these are completely different. And you wouldn't be wrong, but beneath the surface, many product decisions remained consistent. The earliest Wikipedia page, back from 2001, is almost like an old manuscript of a grand vision. Back then, simplicity wasn't just a design choice, it was a necessity. Look at those blue hyperlinks scattered across categories like philosophy, mathematics, culture. It's a pure list of ideas, no images, no clutter. Now, fast forward to the modern interface. The structure hasn't completely changed, but it's evolved. Today, Wikipedia has more than 5 million articles. This sheer volume of information demanded better organization, better hierarchy, and better visual cues. One of the biggest changes you see right away is the emphasis on multimedia. The dinosaur in the featured article box isn't there because it looks cool. It's a deliberate attempt to pull users into the content through visuals. Today we understand that images drive engagement, but back in 2001, bandwidth was a limitation. As the internet evolved, so did Wikipedia's ability to create richer, more engaging experiences. And just look at the organization on the modern page. You've got sidebars, you've got submenus, everything is now compartmentalized. This modularity wasn't there in the old version. The early version relied on the user's intuition to navigate categories, but as Wikipedia grew, this free-form structure simply couldn't scale. A decision was made to create hierarchy and a standardized layout, ensuring consistency even with millions of articles. The modern page uses today's featured article, news, sections, and on-this-day content. This wasn't possible back in 2001. It's a modern nod to creating more pathways for users to stay, explore, and return. That early text-based page now feels almost nostalgic, right? But at its core, it laid the foundation for everything we see today. Consistent color coding of links, the focus on community-driven editing, and the commitment to an open and free source of knowledge. The Wikipedia of 2023, with its visual elements, dynamic content, and robust navigation, is a testament to how you can evolve without losing sight of your product's essence. Both interfaces tell the same story, access to knowledge for everyone, but now they tell that story evolves as user expectations and technology did. So what's the takeaway here? It's simple. The best products are the ones that grow with their users. They stay true to their core mission but adapt to meet new needs. Wikipedia, from its bare-bones 2001 interface to its dynamic 2024 platform, is a masterclass in that evolution. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive into the product evolution. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite feature in the modern Wikipedia? I'll see you in the next video.